Hello, hello, hello. Yes, I am Pink again. We have the two new Tier 9 one, which is actually pretty good. WOWSOPERATIONSREPLAYS, Iowa, Georgia, Shrill, Metz, Mogador, and Akatsuki. With Cap in the Metz Shrill, and I'm in the Georgia. And we're on Perilous route. And this was a pretty decent match in the Georgia. Again, Georgia, really great ship. Removed. You can only get it from the Christmas containers every year. Overall, it's a really good ship. The only downside is with the ops now. Normal ops, yes, it would still do good. Flagship ops, that's a little iffy because we do see that it has 5 secondary batteries on the side. That's not a lot. Especially when we know that there are better secondary ships out there, Libertard and Schlieffen. The real point for Georgia was its guns. It has 6 457 guns, which do overmatch 25 millimeters and 27 millimeters of armor, and 30 millimeters of armor. So it will pin Des Moines. It will not pin 32 millimeters of armor, which are most battleships, American battleships. But it will pin most cruisers that they pin. Fortunately, most cruisers are facing in ops don't have 32 millimeters. They're usually 25 to at least 30. The super ship, though, mainly McCloud, that one's a little iffy. One, because it's German. Citadel's still there, but it's difficult to hit. And I do tell the Iowa to get back because he needs to go the other way. Fortunately, the WOWSOPERATION is on that side, and if anyone has had the WOWSOPERATION or has it, it's a fucking machine. Especially when you have the new caption on there, and the way its funny button works. It's a bloody tank of a ship. It's a really good ship.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
I don't even have it, but I know it's a good ship.
Battleship destroyed. Enemy destroyer foundered.
And we're just slaughtering motorboats.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Now we are going to take one of those torps. That's slightly hurt. Yet surprisingly, 14-inch guns on the broadside at literally 5 kilometers does not seem to Citadel you. I was really worried here, though. I did overextend, and I was actually very worried. Because we have the Molotov and we have the DD, so of course I focus on the DD because I'm worried about torps. I do not have enough to survive torpedoes. Molotov, yes, I am on fire, and it will armor piercing in the knee, so I am worried about that. I got really worried when the war spark came over. But, you know, we did a 16K hit. And then I was really worried when the war spark came around because 15-inch guns, I am slightly worried, especially since I am practically still broadside. And even though we do give 3,000 to it, I am still very much worried. Especially when we have a Gross Bay there. We're doing more damage to him than he is to us. But I mean, like all operations, it can go really fast. Now, Iowa, you are going to see, he isn't going to go down the middle. He's going to go out the far side. He's going to go after the transport. And that will be his doom. You might think, oh, yeah, those transport ships are easy. It's not the transport ships that should be worrying you. It's the amount of ships that spawn around the transport ships that should be concerning you. And I'm trying to focus on this war spot because, you know, Cap is over there. He's about half health. So, and I'm the only one that can really do some good damage to this guy. We get another 14k. We got motorboats in front of us. But I'm not too worried about the motorboats. Georgia only has 5 secondary mounts per side, but they do have a pretty decent fire rate. And you know, we're just blowing these guys up. Fire Sparrow, again, he's out there doing
enemy destroyer blown up.
Everything.
You destroyed an enemy battleship.
And we're at 13 kills. And like the Fire Sparrow is even saying, this thing is pretty dumb. Because even he knows he's surviving stuff that he should not be surviving. And he is right, it is a pretty dumb ship. Now I've still got one heal. I've still got 2 fleet heals. Plus, remember, those fleet heals do stack. So we're going to be fine. Again, Iowa, not doing too well. And he does take torpedoes from the Shinonome there. So he basically loses half of his HP. And yes, you could shoot those Liberty ships, but those Liberty ships, oh, those things are freaking ridiculously fast. So you do see he does shoot the Liberty ship. But yeah, he's got a full health Ismol right in front of him, or Issei, I guess. And he's on fire. I mean, he's practically dead. He might survive just a little bit. I mean, the healers are trying to keep him alive, but he's losing more HP than he's gaining. I mean, he's slowly gaining it, but not enough to keep him alive. He had about 2,000, he took a 15k hit there, and you know, the fleet heals went out, so he's at like 509 HP. A tier 6 cruiser will do that to him in no doubt. And you do see that the Mogador torpedoes do run out literally right before it dies. So, and that should kill him right there. Yep. I remember in chat I was like, ha, he finally died. Captain was like, do you have something against Iowas? I was like, no, I just thought he was done that. And we still have a fleet heal, and you know, with our heals, we have full HP still. So we're in a really good position for the last one. Again, we don't have to worry about those torps. They're only like, what, 4 kilometers, 5 kilometers? I believe there were only 4, I believe. They run out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there were only 4 kilometers. Although, don't get me wrong, those torps, if you put 3 of them and you were top tier, they are a pain in the ass. 3 Issei's, basically gangbanging a ship with torpedoes, it does add up. And like that, with all the fleet hills, we are back to full HP. The Virus Prowl is going south. I'm going, well, to the east side. Because, you know, if you play this op enough, you know that they literally will spawn right in front of you, adjacent to the evac point, or completely to the south. So you basically have a 50-50 chance. To be honest, I honestly was switching my guns to the other side because I honestly felt they were going to come to my right. And yes, we do have a fail coming in on this. I did have a fail one with World Katsuki and Cap, which I did have him send it to me. Because I also feel it's okay for you guys to know that even I have my bad days. And we pop our engine boost and we just go a hell's ball straight in. Not much can really kill us. That's also the downside, is that you would think you'd sit it out these ships, but at side the penetration power, I would most likely just make you overpen most ships. So that is a downside. Nice 14k here, Moguro picks it up, but we take most of the damage from him. Secondary is on the Atlantic, and we turn in because remember there are still torps. I am still worried about the torps. The guns don't do much, but the torps do. We do pick up the Atlanta.
Cruisers sunk.
And we get a nice citadel right there, and we just delete it right off the map. Again, Mysore, basically a Fiji, but it's an Indian Fiji. So, I was born in India myself, but raised in America. I was very ecstatic when the Mysore came out. I really wanted that ship. Although at that point, I was on retirement at that point. But I still wanted that. Now, he will get the too long, but he dies. So, was it really worth it? He does drop torps, but they will miss. Alright, he gets 1, but that's about it. Was it really worth it? Not likely. And you know, like 14, 15-inch guns, you can just bounce them on the side of the hull, you're not too worried. These Issei planes, you can literally just take the torp. You're not, the only torps you really have to worry about are the Molotov and the Graf Spec. Those torps are the only ones that will kill you.
Ship is on fire. We destroyed an enemy battleship.
we just picked up that kill because why not? 17 kills. So we end up with 17 kills, 310k damage, over 500,000, and now it's 3k base XP, or free XP. We end up with top of the team. WOWSOPERATIONSREPLAYS is third. Well done for him. Shrill is actually second. That actually slightly surprised me. Again, Iowa Mets on the very bottom. Akatsuki, second from the bottom. He did his best. Then we go in there, and then we kind of just look at the sheer amount of motorboats that died to us. Now, when we look at the damage that we actually took, Mutsu's mainly did. And again, Mutsu's has a 16-inch gun, so of course that's going to do quite a bit. Again, look at the Liberty ship Blackhawk in Avery. You know, that was 10,000 damage just from their HE shells. They actually have really good guns. And surprisingly very accurate. Plus the other one. So we lost about 12,000 HP to those two Liberty ships. Or those three Liberty ships. It's quite a bit of damage for a tier 10. And then for the Torbs, you know, didn't really take much. It's all... Yeah, we took the one from the Grass Bay. But, you know, being a tier 9, we are able to negate it. If your ship doesn't have the best torpedo protection or is very negligible, you will die. And then we take, but we did take about, so we took that we took that one torp from Grass Bay for about 7,000. Then we took his torp for about 13,000. So we lost about 20,000 HP right there. And then you're looking at the fire itself, so we lost quite a bit of damage, HP and everything from that. But we still make over 500,000 credits. That's still a really good game. And that was with the green booster. These were all green boosters, except for here. Wait, did I have green boosters on this one? No, I did not have green boosters on this one. For the Commander XP.